Scott, Julian, what is going on? Appreciate y'all taking the time to pop on here tonight. Want to get some questions answered. Anything about business, finance, real estate, entrepreneurship. That's what we're here to talk about. So, what anybody wants to get the questions rolling? Let's get it popping. Um, Bro, you got to run back the Atlanta real estate investors. So I'm actually going to be hitting 10 to 15 different cities in the month of July. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Might be in your city soon. Love to connect with you. We're going to be, all over the country, talking, meeting people, networking, giving education. We're going to be giving some free books away. A lot of powerful stuff coming soon. I need some private money. Everybody needs private money. Everybody needs private money. Once you can tap into private money, when you can do deals without using your own money, like it's a game changer. It'll change your business. It'll change your life forever. So you gotta lock in. You gotta find private money. So how do you find private money, right? Private money is something that it's 100% relationship based. So it's you and another individual. So it's 100% relationship. There is no qualifications, there is no background checks, there is no underwriting. You don't need to have a certain credit score. You don't need to have any of those things. It's 100% relationship based. So it's literally like you and I building a relationship, and you're like, yo, Oss, I got this deal. Do you want to lend money on it? I'm not asking you what your credit report is. I'm not asking you your experience. I'm not asking you how much you make every month. Like, I'm not asking those questions. I'm lending based on the deal. So when it's based on the deal, there are no underwriting guidelines. So you literally just have to go out there and you got to meet a person, and then that person has to believe in you. You got to get them to trust you. I.e., you got to be educated on private money, and talk them into giving them an opportunity to invest with you. Because once you give them that opportunity and they take it, like it's the best money they can ever have. So you just got to understand the game, and you just got to network your butt off. You got to go out there and you got to connect with everybody, because somebody out there is going to lend you money. It's just networking as much as possible to go out there and find those people. How do you structure a simple partnership with a promissory note? Different terminology. Let's make sure we understand this. So a partnership usually does not require a promissory note. A promissory note usually is not a partnership. So if you're using a promissory note, usually somebody lends you money based on the deal at a predetermined interest rate. Maybe it's 8%, 10%, 12%, 1 points, 2 points, whatever it is. So when they lend you money on that deal, you have a promise to pay that individual back and a mortgage on the property. So if you have a mortgage on the property, if they have a mortgage on the property and a promissory note for you promising to pay them back, they are a private money lender lending you money on the deal. Now, if you go into the deal and you partner with them, there's different ways to partnership. There's JV agreements. You can create a new LLC and both be a 50-50 owners on the new entity. There's a lot of different ways to structure a real partnership. But if we're just talking private money lenders, it's a promissory note, a mortgage, a hazard insurance policy, and a title policy. That's all you really need. How do you know which hard money lenders to trust if there's so many on the internet? A trial and error. Not trial and error. That was a bad answer. Not trial and error. I meant referrals. So asking people who they're using in your city, that's a very easy way to get referrals. Fund that flip. Write it down. Fund that flip. Lima One Capital. Those are both nationwide lenders that I've worked with in the past that lend money. So I'll start there. Is the list of cities finalized yet? Should be finalized here in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, worst case. But we're almost there. We're almost finalized. That's why you see me, popping in questions about who's in what city, because we're trying to connect with the most people as possible. So stay tuned for the tour. Hey, can I reinvest my income earned from property number one into property number two to finance the down payment to buy the second property and deduct the taxes, considering that as a business operating expense? No, you cannot. How you had to change your formula due to interest rate increases, as that ultimately hurts the numbers with this market? So that's a great question. So everybody's freaking out about the increase in the interest rates right now. And don't get it twisted, like increasing interest rates does make your payments more, because if you're paying a higher interest rate, then you're paying more for the same loan, right? So to me, am I changing the way I'm underwriting deals? No, because when I underwrite deals, part of that is factoring in the interest rate. So instead of running deals at 3% interest, I'm running deals at 5 or 5.5% interest right now, because interest rates are going up. Like, that is what it is. But am I changing anything? No. I'm running it with a higher interest rate. So if the deal makes sense with the higher interest rate, I'm still buying the deal. And two, I had a number two, and I just forgot number two. Oh, I'm locking my interest rates as long as possible. So sometimes in the past, I've done like a 5-year adjustable. Now I'm trying to go at least 10 years adjustable, if not, a full 20 or 30 years fixed. So that's the only thing I'm changing, is I'm locking my interest rates longer than I previously did. Real estate investing for Canadians, as we don't have similar tools as in the US. So I don't know how to wholesale in Canada, but what I can tell you is people from Canada do wholesale in the States. So you can do it 100% virtual. I know a guy from Denmark, from Europe, that wholesales properties in the United States. I actually just bought a deal from him a couple weeks ago. So it doesn't matter where you live, you can wholesale deals anywhere. So that does not matter at all. What's up, Vince, Adam, Martin? What's going on? I'm a bit of a struggle. I don't know how to really begin. I'm just trying to make it out. What are you struggling with? What questions do you have? That's what we're here for. Well, let's build a relationship, Austin. Looking forward to connecting. What part of Columbus are you from, and where would you suggest investing? I'm from Gahanna, Ohio. I lived in Old Town East. And where would I invest in Columbus? Anywhere. Any city, any country, any state, you can make money right now. With the way the market is right now, is wholesale homes right now even possible? Absolutely. Absolutely. 1000%. You can wholesale houses. You've been able to wholesale houses. You can still wholesale houses. Nothing's changed. There's still opportunity out there. Honestly, I think it's slowly turning into a buyer's market, because the interest rates are going up. So less buyers want to buy. I've seen personally in the last couple of weeks, and this could just be a couple week thing. This data might not be a trend, but I've seen more houses come live on the market. So more houses come live on the market, less buyers are buying. Turns into a buyer's market. Now again, I don't foresee a crash. Do I see a leveling off? Yeah, I see a leveling off. The definition of a crash is a 10% decrease. So it's a $300,000 house going down to $269,000. Do I see that happening right now? No. Could it happen? Absolutely. If interest rates go to 10, 12, 14%, yeah, I mean, that definitely changes things. But right now, that's not what I'm seeing. So yeah. Do you favor amortized interest only, the refi at the end of the arm, or write off the interest? I don't understand the question. So if I'm getting like a 25-year amortization on a property and I'm locking it for 10 years, on the 10th year, it adjusts one time to whatever the ongoing interest rate is. And then it finishes out the rest of the 15-year amortization. So I'm trying not to take loans where I have to get approved for the loan. I want it to just adjust and continue on from that point. What is the best advice for an 18-year-old that just graduated from high school? So the good thing about real estate, especially wholesaling houses, it doesn't matter. You being young, you being not having a ton of money. Those things do not matter at all. The only thing that matters is you hustle and you drive. And if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. But what would I recommend? If you got it, which it sounds like you do, otherwise you wouldn't be on here at 9:15 p.m. asking questions. Learn how to wholesale. Learn how to wholesale houses. If you go to my YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford on YouTube, I have videos on there, specific videos how to start wholesaling houses for less than $1,000. So I would start there. Learn, listen, educate yourself, and then actually go out there and implement what you learn. I just got your book in the mail. Look forward to jumping into it, starting real estate investing. Let's go. Let's go. So if anybody does want a copy of my book, Get Free Houses, is how to raise private money and get houses for free without using any of your own money, building wealth without using your own money. If you want a copy of that, if you hit the link in my bio, you can grab a copy of the book as well. Hopefully it's good, Chris. Once you read it, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feedback on it. Are you able to help a double close? Yeah, shoot me a DM, Roberto, on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I don't have credit, so a traditional loan is tough. Do you recommend going for 4 units and up? Yeah, you can. I mean, you're going to need credit for any refinance. So if your credit's not the best, learn how to wholesale houses. Start wholesaling houses and making money right now today. Take that money, pay off your debts, increase your credit score, and then you can go out there and you can buy anything you want. So there's always a workaround. There's always a way around it. Is the Burr method used for flipping houses or renting houses? Hell yeah, excited for the list. Definitely going to make it to one of them. Would love to connect. The 100%. What's up, Brian? What's up, brother? What can you say and not say when initially asking a private investor for private money? This is a great question. Make sure y'all pay attention to this. So, what can you not say to a potential private money lender? Listen to this. I'm trying to keep you out of jail right now. Never, never, under any circumstances, tell a private money lender that something is guaranteed. And they may ask you that. Okay, is this investment guaranteed? Your answer has to be no, it's not guaranteed. You cannot say, yeah, I guarantee this. Because if you ever default, you're going to prison. So never use the words guaranteed. What I say when somebody asks me that, I say, Austin, is this a guaranteed investment? Mr. Lender, as you know, nothing in life is guaranteed. Every investment carries risk to it. But unlike the stock market that you're currently invested in, as you can see, it's been down 5-10% over the last week or two. It sounds like you lost a couple $100,000. Unlike that, in real estate, you have an actual asset that backs your investment. So real estate doesn't crash 10% in a week. It just doesn't happen. So with you having a mortgage and a promissory note on a piece of real estate, that backs your investment. Again, it's not guaranteed, but you do have a solid asset that's actually physically here that backs that investment for you. So never, ever, ever, ever say that something's guaranteed. How high do you think they'll raise rates realistically? I have no idea. The crazy thing is so like we were so used to a 3% interest rate, it being at 5% right now. We think it's like absorbently high, which is definitely higher than what we've had in the past. But in history, over the last, 100, 200 years, it's not that high. 5% is not that bad. I was talking to my dad and I was like, man, like I don't paying these private money lenders, 12% interest is a lot. He was like, man, when I bought my first house, it was 14% interest for a regular house, non-private money. This is like a bank loan. And I was like, fuck, like that's crazy. So, how high do I think he can go? If it gets to double digits, the market might tweak at that point. But if it goes to 5, 6, 6.5, maybe 7%, I don't think it's the end of the world. I bought your course a month ago. I got this house under contract for $290, 120 rehab, and ARV 640. Should wholesale to make $60K profit or flip and make 130? Fuck, congrats. That's dope, man. Post that in the Facebook group, brother. Let me know the details. Post it in there. I'll take a look at it. And I can fund the double close for you. But the question is 60K wholesale or $130,000 flip? My question is like, are you cash loaded right now? Because if you're cash loaded, maybe you defer and make the $130,000. If you're newer to the game, like getting cash in your pocket today is not a bad idea. 60 racks can set you up, big time for this business for the future. So maybe take the 60 racks and move on. 60 racks is like cash in the bank. $130,000 in the future is hopefully potential profit. But let's say the market dips by 10%. That 130,000 in profit turns to 70,000 in profit very quickly. So maybe take the money and run. I'm about to finish my flip. She'll get 50 net. You doing your thing. That's what's up, man. Finally pulled the trigger and got Propstream and used you as my referral source. Pretty cool tool, but still learning how to use it. That's good, man. I'm glad you got into it. It's super, super powerful. I actually have a video on Propstream coming out on Monday. So on my YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford on YouTube, I got a video coming out on Monday breaking down Propstream and the best lists that I get from Propstream to market to. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow the YouTube channel, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can get notified as soon as that video drops so you can get the best list out there. You recommend opening an LLC for wholesaling? Yeah. Always recommend an LLC. Is it an absolute 1000% necessity? No, but should you? Yeah. Will you invest in properties in Europe when you go on vacation? But hey, you never know what you may find. Man, I'm probably not going to buy anything in Europe. I'm just going to keep it real. But I am going to Europe for 2 months in August and September. So super excited about that. We're planning the trip as we speak. So learning a lot about Europe. Never been to Europe. So very, very excited. I'm going over there for 1 to 2 months. So should be a great time. And I'll be posting all over social media on it. So make sure you follow me on social, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I'm gonna be posting the whole trip. How to get a mentor? There's two ways to get a mentor. You either pay for it. That's the quickest, easiest, fastest way to get a mentor. That's how I've got majority of my mentors in my life. Or number two, you find a way to add so much value to somebody that they feel inclined to help you in return. The problem with that is they don't have to help you. There's no necessity for them to help you. But when you pay somebody, they help you, right? So those are two ways to get a mentor. Looking to put a down payment on a property with my crypto savings. You think a property will get me farther than crypto in 10 years? So it's all relative, right? It's like, what do you want? So do I think, the right crypto will put you farther ahead than real estate? Yeah. Do I think the wrong crypto could bankrupt you, 99% of the time? Absolutely. So, to me, crypto's like, it's like gambling, right? I think there's obviously, real use case behind it. I think it can be an educated guess if you take the time to understand it. But like crypto's like this, right? I've had a lot of down months, up months, down months. Real estate is kind of like, tried and true, wins over time. It's slow to get there, but you're going to get there. Versus crypto could be like this and like this. So what do I think can get you farther in 10 years? If you want to risk it all for a higher upside, maybe crypto. But if you want something that's going to be there in 10 years and be worth double what it's worth today, then maybe you go with real estate. How many students become successful that buy into your program? So this is a question I get asked often. And then your follow up was, of course, some people don't have the same drive, and that's the biggest thing. Like a lot of people come into the program and don't even ever log into the course. They don't ever show up to a phone call. So it's like, I can't help someone be successful if they don't learn, right? But people that come in and actually learn and show up and implement and execute and ask questions, like real estate is not a matter of if something happens. It's not a matter of if something works. It's only a matter of when it works. Real estate's proven. Real estate's tried and true. There is no question about if real estate works. Real estate works. It's only a matter of when real estate is going to work. So somebody comes in, puts the work in, puts the time in, hustles, implements, markets, answers the phone calls, makes the offers. Like you're going to make money. You're going to make money in real estate for sure. Do you have any tips to get into real estate as a 15-year-old? So you got to be 18 to legally sign a contract. Hey man, I'm a wholesaler and I've been struggling with leads. Almost everyone is using Propstream and they keep getting calls. So find a way to market better. Maybe do some text messaging, maybe do some SMS, maybe find a probate list, maybe do a driving for dollars list. There's always different opportunities out there. And everybody calling, somebody's buying the deal. So like there is money out there still. There's still opportunity. Just ordered the book. Let's go. If you want a copy of the book, click the link in my bio. It's How to Build Wealth Without Using Your Own Money, How to Get Free Houses. When doing the Burr method, how long does it need to be rented out before you can refinance? So it depends on the size of the deal and the bank. Some banks, require a day. Other banks require a year. So, you just got to talk to the bank to see what they need. Oh yeah, you're on live. It's been a while since I watched your live. What's up? Hopefully this is valuable. Thank you. Your course, I hit the trigger to start wholesale, and thanks to that, I found a great deal. I made 20K last year in crypto. I love it, man. I love it. What's your response to somebody dealing with the limiting belief that there's not enough real estate for everyone to become rich? Everybody has that limiting belief. I had that limiting belief when I got started. I was like, oh, there's too much competition. Okay. Like people come to me now like, hey, man, it's too competitive out there. Okay. Like I see new wholesalers coming into the game every week doing a deal. You know what I mean? Like there's so many houses out there. Like if you pull, like people are talking about like the amount of properties hedge funds are buying right now, and it's a lot, right? But it's like 2%, maybe 10%, maybe. So there's another 90% of opportunity out there. So no, it's not oversaturated. Is it competitive? Yeah. Are there still deals? 1000%. What's the most efficient way to generate leads when you're first starting? The most efficient, so like that's a loaded question. What's the fastest way to get in front of somebody? Knock on their door and ask if they want to sell. What's the most time efficient? Hiring a cold caller or doing SMS. Hiring a caller to call for you or doing SMS. So it depends like what you're asking, what your question is. How do you raise private capital to do all your deals? Talk to people. Talk to people. That's the only way to raise money is to build relationships, network with people. If you want to grab a copy of my book, there's a chapter in here that talks about private money lenders. Or if you go to my YouTube channel, there's videos on there as well. Goal is to close on an Airbnb property at the end of this month in Columbus using other people's money. Any suggestions? So finding the deal, you got to market. You got to market as much as humanly possible to find a deal. And then how to raise private money, you got to talk to as many people as humanly possible. Like people want the shortcut. Like, tell me how to do the deal. Work, network, talk, make phone calls. That's how you do deals. Like it's not rocket science. There's no, secret sauce. It's literally putting the work in and the opportunity will come to you. What do you think about the Cincinnati, Ohio market? I heard it's booming. I heard it's kind of like Columbus a few years ago when it's on the run up. So I like Cincinnati a lot. I've thought about buying houses down there. When wholesaling virtually, how do you go about letting the cash buyer walk in the property without talking directly with the owner? You need your own boots on the ground. So you got to have somebody representing you at the property. And you can just pay them $50 to be there or something. It doesn't got to be a lot. What's good, Esty? What up? How much do you charge to teach? So if you're interested in my coaching program, you can click the link in my bio to learn about it. But what do we teach? We teach you how to find amazing deals. We teach you how to raise private money. I've been able to raise over $25 million. We teach you how to raise money, how to flip houses and manage contractors, and then how to do the Burr method, get free houses. So we teach all those things so you can maximize profitability on every deal that you get. So if you want to learn more about it, click the link in my bio. It'll tell you more about it on there. Some people are hands learners. You should do a YouTube series on how you get a deal from the very beginning to the very end. I thought about doing that and starting down here in Florida and getting a deal. So we might make that happen. What websites are good for wholesale? Propstream, baby. What do you think about moving to Puerto Rico for tax reasons? I can buy rental properties and offset my taxes anyways. Can you stake Bitcoin and borrow against it at the same time? Can you stake Bitcoin and borrow against it at the same time? I don't think so, but you can't really stake Bitcoin. I mean, you can do it in like a Coinbase or something. You know this answer, Don Esty. But I mean, you could lend it. I don't know. That's a good question. How can I add value talking to people at a networking event? I'm very new and don't want to go in there wasting their time. There's tons of ways to add value. Like somebody just look, I need grass cut at a house. Nobody's responding to me right now. Nobody. I'm like, fuck, I really need this grass cut. How do you add value? You happen to be the one that's listening to me complain about cutting grass. And you're like, yo, let me cut the grass for free. That's value, right? That helps me. I feel inclined to help you in return. Maybe somebody, needs to drop a lockbox at a house and they don't have a time or their wife just called and they have to go home. Guess what? You can go drop the lockbox off. That's value. Maybe somebody got a whole bunch of chairs delivered for a new Airbnb and the chairs need put together and somebody quit that day. Guess what? You can add value by doing that for them. So there's always ways to add value, always. You just got to get creative and find ways to add them. If a seller is motivated, should you call ASAP or wait a few days to not seem desperate? Call ASAP, 100%. Because if you don't call ASAP, I'm calling and the deal's already gone. Got to call. Are you still going to the Regency Hotel networking event on June 1st? Yes, I'll be speaking down here in South Florida on June 1st. How long does it usually take to refinance? Like 30 to 45 days. I'm struggling to find off-market deals for fix and flips. What are your favorite ways to market? Cold calling, SMS, driving for dollars, and PPC and TV ads. Talking to pre-foreclosure list, what should be my starting line when contacting them? So when you're marketing to people, you don't want to say like, "Hey, I know you're in foreclosure. Do you want to sell?" They're gonna be like, and then kick you off, right? We just go straight to the point, like, "Hey, Mr. Seller, I was just reaching out about your property on 123 Main Street, and I was just seeing if you had any interest in selling the property." Well, why are you calling me? Why do you think I want to sell? Look, I was just driving around the neighborhood, and I just picked up the phone, and I wanted to give you a call and see if you wanted to sell the house. So we keep it super, super passive. So that it's up to you if you want to do that or not. The work is finding off-market properties, basically not rocket science. Agreed. You got to find off-market deals. At what point should I try to double close on my wholesale deal so they won't see my profit? Usually, if we were making any more than $10,000, we would double close the deal, because last thing we wanted is somebody count our pockets at the closing table and have the deal blow up at the closing table, and then miss out, on all the money. So usually anytime above 10 grand, we would double close that deal. Now, if it was to a buyer like we knew, like one of my boys or something, like I've assigned a $50,000 deal before, but it was to one of my homies that, I know didn't care how much money I made. But if it's somebody new, I'm definitely double closing on that. Do you do WIM? I don't know what that means. What crypto are you invested in? Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, Theta, T-Fuel, T-Chain, V-Chain, Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X. I think that's most of them. Any tips for creative financing on a turnkey rental? 20% down is just out of a price range. The Burr method, this strategy that I talk about in this book, click the link in my bio, grab a copy of this book. It'll literally show you how to get houses without using any of your own money. What was your mindset when you were 15? What was your income looking like at the time? When I was 15, I was trying to go to the NBA. I was working out basketball all day, every day. That was the dream. What was my income? I was just hustling, random things here and there, trying to make money, cutting grass, shoveling driveways, selling Buckeye necklaces. I was trying to make money. Then I started valeting cars when I, realized that basketball was not what I wanted. Started valeting cars, I don't know, making 30 grand a year, 25 grand a year, something like that. Basically no money. And then I learned how to get into real estate, and, bought my first house at 20, flipped my first house at 22, made 100 grand on that first deal. And the rest was history after that. So, your life can change very quickly. I went from making 30 grand to 150 grand to 500 grand, and just kept growing after that. So, your life can change very quickly. People think that it's going to take, a lifetime for your life to change. Like, it's not. It only takes 6 months for you to completely change the outcome of your life. Most people don't want to wait 6 months though, which is crazy to me. 6 months for a lifetime? Come on now. Do you have a team, or is it just you? No, I absolutely have a team. Your team is everything. So yeah, I got a team on the real estate side, on the brand side, on the education side, on the editing side, on the property management side. Absolutely, you need a team for all that stuff. I'm 15 on a video game service right now. I'm making a little bit over $1,000 a month. I love it. Keep hustling. So I got a few more questions I'm going to answer before we wrap up. So you got questions, drop the questions in. I'm going to get them answered. But make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok. Get to my YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford on YouTube. Hundreds and hundreds of videos, new videos coming out every single week. So make sure you check out the YouTube channel, Austin Rutherford. And if you want to copy my book, Get Free Houses, make sure you check out a copy of my book as well. Click the link in my bio. And then, if you are interested in coaching to get into real estate, learn the marketing, the wholesaling, the private money, the flipping, the burring, the rental properties, click the link in my bio to learn more about the coaching programs as well, and how we can help you get started. Do you use wholesalers that you get deals from to fix and flip? Yeah, we buy deals from wholesalers all the time. What are your favorite searches on Propstream? So again, videos coming out on Monday. that literally I screen share and show you the exact ones. But high equities, owner occupied, non-owner occupied, vacants. Those are some of the good ones. But I got a video dropping Monday on my YouTube channel. Do you put your properties in different LLCs? Yes. Would you recommend creating an LLC? Again, LLCs are always recommended. Are they necessary? No. Are they recommended? Yes. Where do you make most of your money? Real estate, flipping houses, owning rental properties, Airbnb. Yeah. I have two 4-acre lots. What would you build to maximize profit? I don't know what city. I don't know what town. I have no idea. Maybe multifamily, maybe commercial, maybe warehouse. I don't know where it's at. So it's impossible for me to answer that question for you. I'm trying to save up money so when I turn 18, I can start real estate. I love it. I love it. It's a great real estate. Like real estate has created the most millionaires ever. Period. So like, why do people second guess the power of real estate? If it's created the most millionaires ever, it has the most proof of concept ever. Why do people second guess real estate? Oh, that's fake. Oh, well, that's a scam. Oh, well, you need money to do real estate. Oh, well, you grew up rich. Oh, well, I grew up poor. I can't do it. Oh, well, I'm too young. Oh, I'm too old. Like all this bullshit, like all these excuses when it's been done a gazillion times before. Like, come on now. Like that literally is the most proof of concept you could ever have. Yet we sit there and we second guess it. It makes no sense to me. Like it is possible. It's been there before. Why not go out there and do it yourself? Copy and paste, learn from somebody who's doing it. Go to my YouTube channel, join the mentorship coaching program, like learn it and then implement it. And you're going to be all right. I think they second guess because of the insane market right now, at least for DFW area for me. Market does not matter. There's money made in every single market out there. Who would you suggest I talk to about the Colorado markets? I don't know what you mean by talk to. How would you recommend to get started in real estate besides your course? My YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. If you don't have the money to invest right now, go to my YouTube channel, watch some videos, learn the game, make some money. Then if you want to, really scale it, come join the program or something. But definitely the YouTube channel or my book, Get Free Houses. Do you really pay people to cold call? I've realized that is by far my weakest point. Yes, hire cold callers. Do you invest in notes? And how much would you charge in interest for a note? No. Do you have any employees? And if so, what employee would be most essential? Depends on your business model, but an assistant or an acquisitions person or a project manager, again, depending on your business model. So follow me, social media, hit the YouTube channel, hundreds of videos on YouTube, Austin Rutherford on the YouTube channel. Click the link in my bio to grab a copy of my book. Hit the link in the bio. And if you are interested in coaching, if you want coaching to really get cranking in real estate, make something shake, click the link in my bio. We'll tell you more about it. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Sincerely appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully this was powerful. Hopefully this was beneficial. And we'll be back on here tomorrow night. So peace out. Enjoy y'all's evening.